Shabbat Shalom, family. Good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Well, we're going to talk about the first Haitian deportees that arrived in Haiti, and it was captured on film, and we're going to watch it. So they just returned some of them back to Haiti. Now, all of them are not going back. Do you know Donald Trump made arrangements for Liberia to take deportees? So they could be Cubans, Mexicans, Haitians, um, Jamaicans. They made a deal with them. So a lot of them are going to go over there to Liberia. Now, some of y'all might remember I did a live on Eswatini over there in Africa, where they took some Cubans, a Jamaican, Mexicans, and you know, that's a very poor country. And they were asking the government if they could deport them back to their homeland. And the government in Eswatini told the um, Cubans and the people over there they don't have the money to send them home. They don't have no money. So these folks are literally stuck there. They are stuck there, y'all. They can't get out. They can't get deported because they said the governments over there are so broke, they don't have the money to ship them back. And it's going to be the same case with Liberia. I mean, I guess if you don't have no people that are willing to try to get you out or send money so you can get out, you're pretty much stuck there. They're not going to get out of there. So that's really messed up. So Donald Trump don't care where they throw you, but you got to get the hell up on out of here. That's pretty much what he's saying. All right, y'all. First, I'm going to show you the story from CBS. Here we go. All right, so this came out August 21st, 2026. All right, so yesterday. So the U.S. deported more than 160 to Haiti on Thursday for the first time since the Trump administration won a legal battle to end temporary protective status for some 350,000 Haitians. The plan landed on the northern Haitian city of Cap Haitien because the main international airport in Port-au-Prince is considered too dangerous. The US government currently has banned, so they're banning all, they have already done it. Let me just say that. They have banned all commercial flights to Haiti. Um, so you're going to have to land somewhere else. So I guess that's what they picked, the northern part of Haiti. Wow. The deportees were clad in white, and many covered their faces out of safety as journalists filmed their arrival. Nearly all declined to talk. Some feared being targeted by gangs that control an estimated 70% of Port au Prince and swaths of land beyond. So they are in fear of being attacked or targeted over there now that they've landed. Wow. So, being that, because I don't think they got a sitting president, y'all. That's why everybody is saying that barbecue is the one running the show over there. I don't think I don't think they have an elected president. The gangs are pretty much in charge in barbecue. So, all right. Let me just remove that and let's get to the video of them arriving back in Haiti. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. Thank you.
Voilà, tout le monde qui se fait à la caille. Et c'est pour ça, ça y est, dans les photocap là, côté monde qui est les États-Unis déportés, après retourner la caille.
All right. I'm making this video right.
Okay, so this guy right here, this Haitian man, he got deported out of here. He was born in the United States, and his parents were born in the United States. He's never lived in Haiti ever, and he got deported. See, some of these people, they think if they were born here, they don't have to leave. And this is living proof. Even if you were born here, even if you have not really experienced life growing up in Haiti, you can still be taken out of here. All right. So he's going to talk about his experience in being in Haiti Because, a lot of the ones born here, they really don't know much about Haiti. They know they're Haitian, but they don't know a lot about Haiti. So he's really a stranger in his own country.
now. Um, I've been ducking and dodging making this video for about 3 weeks now because I had to get right mentally. I've been over here. I got sent to Haiti. To a country that I wasn't. I'm not even born in. My parents weren't even born here. And mentally, just had to like try to get back right. Mentally. Um, but I wanted to share it. I wanted to make this video to share how good God is. Um, because like God always answered my prayers. God always came through for me. He never not one time let me down. In 2020, I was first time I ever was in immigration custody in the States. I just had my son. My son was only like 3 months old when I first got picked up, and like I didn't know what to do. My son, my son, mama, her mom, like, hey man, just go ahead, y'all just get married, man. We're gonna, like just get married, man, y'all, man, so y'all can stay here. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not gonna get married, man. Like, bro, if I'm gonna marry her, I'm gonna marry her because I love her. I ain't gonna marry her for no papers. So, her mom went ahead and pushed that through. You know, end up, wasn't even able to take that route. You know, but every day, man, me and a few other dudes, man, in there, man, I just had this. I always had this faith that, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I know I'm not going nowhere. I know God ain't finna send me to nowhere that I ain't supposed to be going at. Like, and then I used to pray that, like I don't be snatched out of my son's life, because I just had my son. My son was only 3 months. So I'm telling them, I'm praying deep. Me and a couple of the dudes, we start getting together, doing a Bible study every day. Me, about like six of us, me, James, Snipe, Lil Pompano, Snipe, Pompano, about like six of us together every day, praying hard, praying hard, praying hard, praying hard, praying hard, praying hard. I lost my case. Me and all of us, almost all of us, every last one of us lost our case, man. Um, where that situation was stuck out the most, I got a homeboy named Black, man. Black used to say little things like, man, y'all praying, man, God can't do this, God ain't gonna, y'all better look at reality and this and that. Man, and I looked at Black like Black, bro, you don't got no faith, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You don't got no faith at all. Like, you tripping, like. And he said something like, he said, man, I'm an aggravated felony. I'm an aggravated felon, man. Ain't nothing God could do, man, to save my situation, man. I look at the reality of things, whatever. And I'm like, man, see, yeah, you already lost with a mindset like that. You already lost. I left him alone, man. We just kept praying. We kept praying. He went ahead. He signed off his deportation, man, and left, thinking that it was gonna be easier for him to go, get right. After he left, a couple weeks later, randomly, like, mind you, we still praying, we still doing our thing, man. We ain't letting nobody. BB, Yeah, man, we still praying. We ain't letting nobody do nothing. Man, bro, come to find out, man, one random day, them people told us pack it up. They tell us pack it up. Oh man, y'all being released. It was me, Snipe, Son. It's about like seven of us, man. We were deep. About like seven of us, man. And when people just open the door and let us go.
Well, he's back over in Haiti. So they might have let you go for the moment, but they ended up deporting him. So he is back over in Haiti, although he wasn't even born there, but they don't care. This just goes to show you, even if they were born on the soil of Haitian descent, they gonna get your ass the hell up on out of here. All right. This is the truth. They gonna get you out of here. They don't care. In his case, he said his parents were not born in Haiti either. But that doesn't make any difference. If they're still living, they gonna get deported. So Donald Trump don't care. You born here, you born in Haiti, he don't care. He looks at all of you the same. And he's sending all of you home, and they're starting to deport to Liberia. So some of them are going to end up in Liberia, stuck over in Africa, not being able to get back to Haiti. Not by some miracle they figure out a way to get out of there, but those governments, those African governments, are not going to ship y'all anywhere. You going to be stuck there. So, and the ones they sent over there from Cuba and Jamaica, they're still detained. They're in a detention center over in Esquantini. They never got out of the detention center. They're just in there. So, I don't know. Maybe the $2,600 and a trip back should be more of an option, because you know what, with 2,600 you could at least maybe possibly go somewhere else. I'm just saying. I don't know, y'all. All I know is many of them walking off of that plane, they gonna find another way out of there, y'all. I don't believe those 160 are gonna stay. Some of them are gonna find their way out of there. They may go to another Caribbean nation, but I do not believe all of them are going to just sit there in Haiti. I believe they're going to eventually venture out somewhere else. Hmm. Yeah. Well, Stephen Miller wants to debank immigrant accounts. So you get deported, you ain't going to have access to that money. The U.S. government is going to take your bank account. So if y'all do, because I can understand if you get caught off guard by ICE, you may not have your bank account when you get over in Haiti. You may think to yourself, okay, well, I'm over here, but I do have some money in XYZ bank. You may not have that. They are trying to work on snatching all of your money out of your bank accounts, this US government. So even if you leave, you may not have access to any of your money that you earned here in the US. So I don't know, y'all, but it's going to be a lot more flying back to Haiti. They are already sending them back. So look, y'all. Yeah, they did. And I did a story on that, DJ. I did a story on that probably a few months ago. And in fact, those detainees were asking the Esquantini government to send them back to their homeland, and they told them they don't have the money to send anybody back to their homeland. So they are pretty much stuck there, not unless they can find a way out of there on their own. If not, they are pretty much stuck. When Donald Trump shipped them to all these other countries that are not their homeland. So, anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Our next live is at 1:45, and that's Bible study. So, some of you I know I will see then. Others have a wonderful afternoon. Stay prayed up, y'all. It is so important to stay prayed up. Shabbat Shalom, family.